New at 10, he's a political newcomer, but he's going after a high-profile seat in the U.S. Senate. Our Charles Benson sat down with Eric Hovde. Charles.
And Hovde faces many uphill challenges as a newcomer, but the 47-year-old business executive is hoping voters in 2012 are in the mood for someone who hasn't been in politics.
I think so many people are tired of re-electing career politicians who don't come with any new ideas.
Political newcomer Eric Hovde hopes to take the same path Republican Ron Johnson used to come out of nowhere to knock off Russ Feingold in 2010. But unlike Johnson, Hovde faces a tough Republican primary against Tommy Thompson, Mark Newman, and Jeff Fitzgerald. Hovde returned to his Madison roots last year to run for the Senate after living and working in D.C.
So why would they want to look at Eric Hovde and say, here's a guy who can do something different than what these other guys say they'll do as well?
Because I think I understand the issues and what's driving our economic problems much better than most of them.
There's no doubt Hovde will play off his financial skills. He owns community banks outside of Wisconsin and made millions running a hedge fund. Just don't call him a Wall Street guy.
I've never lived in New York. I never worked on Wall Street. So I've never been part of Wall Street. I've competed against Wall Street my entire life.
Hovde says he opposed the bailouts on Wall Street and the auto industry.
Wall Street claims to be free market capitalists, but when they got in trouble after blowing up the financial system, they ran immediately to Washington to get, supported and take bailouts. And it wasn't just TARP, it was a whole series of programs.
But federal records show his company did invest in banks that received billions in TARP money.
And in the banking business, were you able to use taxpayer money to help buy banks, invest in banks?
No. I never took a dollar of TARP money with the banks that I owned.
He says the key word there is the banks that he owned. The Republican primary is August 14th. It comes about 2 months after voters will endure what is expected to be a hard-fought recall election.
We'll be right back.